All right, well, I just filleted a bunch of crappies, a few pike, and it's dead calm out, which means topwater time. The sun just set. We're gonna do a little bit of night fishing tonight, so I'm gonna shut up and get out there. Right now we have a loon in our first fishing spot tonight. I'm gonna try to call this thing, but my dad taught me this. Now you're seeing it. So right now we got the creature from the depths. A miniature-sized Goliath grouper. It hit top water. Look at him. All right, I'm calling out to a loon again. He's going nuts. He's calling out to me. Watch this. I probably don't sound like a loon at all. Probably a lunatic, but there he is. I am the loon whisperer. I popped this monster bass right here that's like 14 inches long and malnourished. The only skinny bass we caught this week during pre-spawn. I caught myself a walleye finally here in the North Woods. And we're gonna throw that back. Wasn't I just telling you, any moment it can happen?
And then boom.
We're catching these freaking rock bass on Rapalas. Baby Goliath groupers, basically, but let's get some more fish. I mean, we're having a lot of action. We've had a lot of blow-ups on our Rapalas tonight. My wife missed some fish. I missed some fish. We caught a walleye, caught a bass, and a couple baby Goliath groupers. So we got Looney here calling out to us, and I just caught this decent sized largemouth. All right. Fat freaking porker. Can you see it? Look at that belly.
Yep.
Spawn, baby girl. We just caught a bigger bass. Look at this sucker. Black and white floating Rapala in the shallows in the middle of the night. 30 seconds after we just made the other video. Sorry, I'm blinding you guys. Here we go. What did you just catch after telling me you're tired?
Probably one of my biggest smallmouths ever.
We just got a few fish in a row. Perch pattern Rapala. Caught that one.
Oh my god.
You don't even deserve that fish. You were just crying that you were tired.
Crying.
Crying.
Oh my god.
She was just bawling her eyes out. Alright. You just caught another bass.
Yeah, he's a lot smaller than my other one.
Yeah, but it's still a fish, right?
Yep.
On the F9 floating Rapala original. The Rapala original perch pattern. That's what she caught her big bass tonight. She's got the big one of the night now. I got a walleye, but...
All right.
There you go.
There it goes.
Well, we just caught another fat baby Goliath grouper at night. This moon is just setting. It's a slight crescent moon. It's not a full moon at all. It's almost new moon, which I find better at night. New moon. Everyone thinks, oh, full moon, it's bright. All the fish are biting. I do better on the new moon at night. Most fishermen do. But here you go. It's not my wife's giant smallmouth bass or anything, or a walleye, but it's a baby Goliath grouper, also known as a freshwater rock bass. All right, we are back out here. It's day 5. I brought a combination of Rapalas, crankbaits, all sorts of stuff. Some finesse baits like plastic worms, like wacky worms, shaky worms, Ned worms. We're just gonna fish around and try to catch some bass and pike again. We had a phenomenal night last night. Michelle caught a really huge smallmouth bass. And I caught a walleye and caught a bunch of other fish, largemouths, smallmouths. It was fun. Right at moon set. This moon was setting really early last night. We're gonna be having a cold front coming in tonight. It's only gonna be 64 degrees tomorrow with a low of 34 degrees, believe it or not. That cold front comes in tonight with some rain. My wife got something. Rot bass. On a wacky worm?
Yeah.
Good job, babe. That's a big rot bass.
Yeah, it is.
Hold that thing up. Look at that. Good job.
Thanks. You nailed it.
Oh, got one. Oh, that was a good fish. Damn. Maybe he'll hit again. Wonder what that was. Oh, what the hell was that? Another bite. Actually, took the hook out. Oh, a muskie. Look at this muskie. Big muskie. Oh, there he goes. We just saw a big muskie swim by. Holy crap. That thing was at least 48. So right now, we're gonna go up a little tiny river and check it out, just for shits and giggles, because it's shallow water, it's got some current, and there's probably a few fish sitting back in here. I've caught them in here before. We're right at the spot where we caught a few pike yesterday. We kept them for my grandfather, but we're just gonna check out the river first, and then we're gonna work the spot from yesterday again, over some cabbage weeds, see what happens. We haven't caught anything yet, but we spotted a muskie swimming by that I hope I caught on camera for you folks, and I had a few bites and fish get away, but
I had a rock bass.
Oh yeah, you caught a rock bass, a big one. Well, let's see what happens. All right, we are right at the river mouth on this lake. It's super shallow in here, so I tilted my motor up. There's some rocks in here. I'm sure there's some fish around. It's nice and hot out today. 83 degrees, 84. Very calm and peaceful back here, but at least there's some shade. Fish like shade. I like shade when it's hot out. A couple big bluegills back here. Oh, there we go. Little bass. So the bass are hitting wacky worms in the shallows or under docks. Typical bass. Oh, there's some bass right there. Wonder if that's the one I just caught. Oh, got him. I actually saw that one hit. That was cool. Sometimes you just gotta search around and then you find the fish. Or they find you. Just using a 4-inch green pumpkin wacky worm. We have a small little dam right over here. Water's a little bit deeper right here, so I'm just trying out that wacky worm again.
Oh.
Got one?
Yes.
Largy. Good,
Right at me.
good job, babe.
Thank you.
Oop, got one. Ooh, is this a snag? Oh, you son of a bitch, it wasn't. No, that was a big fish of some sort. See if there's any bass hiding over by this dam over here. Sure there's a few. Got one. Yep. Look at that. That's a big one.
Yeah, nice job.
Right by the highway.
Nice job. Look at that belly.
There's a porker. Wow. Had to wait all the way to the end of the river for a decent one.
Right. Good
It's a
job.
nice pork belly, largemouth. Prespawn. A bunch of little bass and 2-pound bass sitting back in here, but I haven't seen any big ones going by. Alright, we just left the river we were just in. Now I'm just flipping under this dock. I've caught some largemouth here before. Bass like the shade during the daytime, that's for sure. Especially when it's bright and sunny like today. You gotta skip that lure just like you skip a stone across the water, just on an angle. I'm not perfect at it, but it does take practice. Got one? Oh, that's a good one, babe.
Ned worm.
Ned worm.
Yep. Oh. No.
That's alright. We've seen it, right?
Yeah, we did. I don't know if the
It's like
camera
a
did.
17-incher.
Yeah, it was nice.
She was just casting in the wide open over by those cattails. Oh. Should I throw right behind you? Oh, he took me all the way out here. I was like, something's wrong with my line. I should have just set the hook. Got him. So they're just hanging out in the cattails. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a nice one. Got one. Just a little bass.
Maybe not a good one, but oh, is that a good bluegill though?
Yeah.
Wow.
Got your camera on?
Yeah.
at the size of that bluegill.
That's a big one.
Oh, did you hook in the eyeball?
I know. I'm sorry, guy.
We saw those other huge ones too.
It hit so hard, I thought it was a bass. He's okay.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, that one. Oh, thought it was going to be bigger. Now we're back out here during sunset. Sunset's going to be in about an hour to an hour and a half. And if the cold front holds off today or tonight, it's supposed to come in around between 9 and 11 p.m. But if it holds off, we're probably going to be fishing into the dark again. But we're just going to throw some Rapalas around and some topwater. It is glass calm out here right now. It's beautiful. It's about 77 degrees now, and by 2 in the morning it's going to be 50, and tomorrow we're supposed to have a low of 34. So I'm not sure how the fishing will be tomorrow, but I think this evening we're going to get some nice sized bass. The lure I'm using right now is that Rapala Skitter walk. You just point the rod tip down and you just reel and twitch the rod. You got, oh, there we go. Got one. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good fish. That's a big one. Get the net. It's only hooked in one hook. Good fish. There we go. I knew that bait would work. Look at that. That's a good bass. She's post spawn. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
That is a post spawn female. It's the first post spawner I caught this week. Nice.
Nice job.
Well, I just caught a real nice post spawn female bass on the Skitter walk. This topwater bait, any Zara spook made by Head-In Bait Company, or the Rapala Skitter walk, they call it walking the dog because the bait zigzags across the surface. I just give it pauses. Sometimes you can just keep it going. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's not a hard topwater bait to use. And to me, that's to the Rapala original. This Zara spook Skitter walk style bait is probably the best topwater bait made. One tip I'll give you guys that's really hard with topwater fishing is to not set the hook too soon. Even I miss a lot of fish on topwater, but you gotta wait for to feel the weight of the fish pull down on the bait before you set the hook. You can't just set the hook on the splash. It takes a lot of practice to discipline yourself not to set that hook too soon. Right now I'm using 12-pound Trilene bait game monofilament. I like to use Trilene XT or bait game on my bait casting reels. And I'm using a Wright and McGill Company Skeet Reese Signature Series crankbait rod. It also is an excellent topwater rod because it has a really spongy, soft tip that absorbs shock and kind of allows you a delay on your hook set a little bit so they can actually choke the bait instead of you missing them. But I've had this rod for about 7 years and I love it. Oh, there we go. That was a cool hit.
Dangerous.
Little guy.
Nice job.
As you guys can see, as I was explaining before, that crankbait rod with the spongy, softer tip. Oh, said something hit. With the spongy, softer tip, gives you a little bit of a delay on your hook set because of that shock absorption. And it allows you to not rip the hooks out of the fish's mouth. If you're using crankbaits, topwater, even jerk baits. Oh, whoa, babe.
Almost got me in the face.
Here, let me get that little guy for
Oh
you.
my god. Of course that's what I would catch.
Last night you did that too with your Popeye the Sailor Woman hook set.
Oh.
Freaking threw the fish over the boat last night.
Well, because they bite hard and you try to get the hook set, you know.
Well, plus when you see that little splash on the surface, it excites you, you know. Ooh, I seen that fish do that. Oh, what the heck? Just a little guy. Ah. Oh, almost hit myself. Little guy. He hit a lot bigger than that.
That's what I mean.
Oh, what is this? That feels like a decent fish. That one hit it so light. Yes. Oh yeah. Not as big as I thought. Good to have the net for the safety, you know. Not too bad. Yep, there we go. What is this? What species? Smallmouth or largemouth? Smallmouth. Oh, smally.
Just said.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten one,
Just a little pork-bellied smallie. Oh, look at this. Look. Do you see that wake? Did you see that? Like Jaws.
That was so cool.
That's a good fish. I just try to keep the hooks. That's a good fish.
It is. Very nice.
Man, that one created a wake on the surface.
That was crazy.
That was really crazy. He was following it.
Yeah, very nice.
Quality fish. What the heck? Do you see that? My bait just got carried off. Excellent topwater bite tonight. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is working good. What is this? A pike?
Tired of it. You know.
It's a good pickler.
They have a huge batch, so I don't, you know, they only last like
Give me back my bait. You jerk. Bye. There's one. That's a good one. I think I got that one. That's a good fish. But you ain't no smallmouth. That's a good one. What a porker.
It is a porker.
Ooh.
Dang.
Nice fish.
Very nice.
About a 3.5 pounder.
Got relief on it.
So this entire bite that we have going on right now is pre-cold front. I don't know if they'd be biting like this every evening, but we had a couple of really good evenings this week.
I should have been throwing topwater a lot more. The Rapala was working though. We got some big fish on it.
Yeah.
The wind just picked up right at 8 o'clock. Weatherman was right. The spot we wanted to hit right here. Oh, 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 I just missed one. Oh, 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 hit it again. Smallmouth, largemouth, smallmouth.
Yep. Oh, dang it.
Oh,
Oh, he got it. Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
Wow, I thought I
That's
missed
small.
it.
Don't lose that fish. That's a big one. Oh, you got 2 of them. You got 2 of them.
No way.
Yes, you do.
Are you
You just had 2 freaking bass at the same time.
oh
This
my
one was,
God.
he ripped the other one off. Like, you had 2 hooked at the same time.
What the heck?
This bigger one came up
Oh my
and
God.
ripped the, like, he ripped it away from the other one.
Oh my God.
You had fish on both treble hooks.
Dude, that's so rare.
That,
oh my
that
God.
is.
I wish we got
That's
them
a-
both in the net. That would have been insane.
That's insane. What you just did.
Oh
I've never done that.
my. Dude,
That's a bigger one though.
that's a huge.
It's
fish.
funny, you just replaced the smaller one.
That's crazy.
That's a big one, babe.
I'm shocked. I'm glad I switched.
So my wife here just had 2 smallmouth bass hooked at the same freaking time.
It's crazy. I can't believe that happened.
Yep.
Go back to
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
there we go. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Oh, that's a big one. Oh yeah. Oh, don't lose this fish. Holy crap.
Taking around the boat.
Oh my God, 2 big smallmouth.
Back to back. Man, this spot, you know,
Oh my
this spot is known for producing these monsters.
Oh my God, that's a big one.
That's your best one of the week.
Is it?
I think so. Man, they're just huge in this lake. It's crazy. Got a nice smallie there.
Look at that belly.
Nice
Big
shrimp.
fish. Was not expecting wind like this to kick up, but you guys see that weather plays a huge role in fishing. I told you guys this cold front was coming in and that it could trigger a bite, and I was right, because we've had an excellent topwater bite this evening. The wind is probably blowing 20 miles per hour or more, so we went back here because it's nice and calm. But I cannot believe my wife just had 2 smallmouth on 1 lure. I hope we got it on camera, but a bigger smallmouth came up and attacked the bait that was in the fish's mouth. And she caught the bigger one, thank God. Would have been awesome if she caught both of them. It was like a 14-incher and a 20. The 20 stole it out of the 14-incher's mouth. All right, we weren't getting any bites in our first spot, so we went back to right where we caught those big smallmouth, just dealing with the wind, but from the opposite side of the buoys, so the wind is to my back now. Hopefully they still bite, because it is a cold front right now. The temperature dropped 10 degrees in the past 15 minutes, and those fish went absolutely bonkers. We should have got out a little sooner, but now that this wind picked up, it's getting tough to even see your bait. Oh, got him. Man, these smallies moved up.
Yeah.
We weren't catching this many all week.
Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, it came out of the water.
We just experienced some of the craziest topwater action
I've had some good topwater fishing in my lifetime, but we probably caught about 20 fish in an hour, all on Rapala Skitter walks. My wife hooks 2 smallmouth on 1 lure. Both treble hooks were in a smallmouth's mouth. We hope we caught that on camera good. The smaller one gets off the lure and she lands that huge one. I landed a huge one right after her, literally 30 seconds after we released her fish. Bunch of largemouth, a pike, but these fish went nuts before this cold front blew in. Now you can't even get a bite. I mean, last night at this time, we were catching fish good. This cold front screwed the fishing up. I hope tomorrow isn't tough. If it's tough out here, we're probably gonna hit the river and try again. Usually rivers, because of the current and the pressure of the current, the cold fronts don't affect them as much, but river fish still get affected by weather, don't get me wrong, but these lake fish feel the barometric pressure changes a lot more, and that was exciting, babe, wasn't it?
It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just speechless right now. It was just boom, 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 boom. And when that wind first picked up, those smallmouth felt that change and they were going absolutely insane. Like every cast they were coming out of the frickin', like cockroaches coming out of the woodwork. It was just bam, 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 bam. I'm pretty pumped, but I'm really disappointed this wind picked up. I hope the fishing's not too tough tomorrow. We'll probably have to try more plastic worms, Ned rigs, stuff like that, because when there's cold fronts, you want to slow down. But who knows? It could be good fishing. We'll have to see tomorrow.